Hey garden friends, so in this portion of the video I'm going to do a container. I got this container when I went down to Williamsburg at the Pottery. It's a beautiful container. Let's take a closer look, shall we? So this container is sitting on top of a pedestal that's roughly 12 inches. Very sturdy. It's not going anywhere. So about the container here, it's pretty solid. It has a blend look to it. Up here is glazed and sealed, and down here has kind of like a seashell. I don't know, but it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. The color is a very deep blue. You can compare it to the green in that spirea right there. So it's clearly a blue, a shimmery blue glazed color. It is roughly about 2 feet deep. Here are the dimensions right here. And don't believe that I paid $119 for this, please. I know how to haggle a good price. Anyhow, it says it is 19 inches. So that would be the opening here. It's 19 inches from here to here. So what I generally do for containers is I fill the bottom half with any type of filler I can find, really. This right here, it's pretty heavy, so I don't want to fill it with anything too heavy. However, I will at the bottom put some of these bricks that I've been storing right here, just to prevent the soil from escaping the hole. So I'll go ahead and do that. That at the bottom, that at the bottom. There we go. And the filler I will use are some old potting containers that I get from the nursery. All right, guys, so I got my used nursery pots. All right, so I found the next best thing. I found some weed fabric. That's a pretty good base for the soil. Now let me show you guys the plant selection that I had. So I opted to go with Dahlias. I've been debating for some time what to put in that container. I wanted to put a few elephant ears in there, but I don't think that's going to work because they use too much water. So I have 3 Dahlia natal, N-A-T-A-L. They get under 3 feet in that pot. If they're in the ground, they may max out at 3 and probably go a little higher than, a little taller than 3. So again, I'm going to put 3 Dahlia natals in the pot, and they have a very dark maroon type color to them. They're beautiful. And lastly, I have over here a decorative Dahlia double shine. So it's going to have that decorative type of flower pattern as well. Throw a picture up on the screen. And it has been growing in a tub. It has been growing in a Tupperware tub for a few months now. I should be ashamed of myself. So let's get to planting. Oh, and I forgot. For my fillers, I'm gonna have 2 Euphorbia glitz. This right here. These get to be roughly, I think, yeah, a height of a foot to 1.5 feet, and the spread is about 1.5 feet. So this will be a nice filler, and then my spiller will be these 2 petunias right here. I'm gonna have to cut them back So once I plant them, you may not see any blooms. But these get to be about a foot high, and they mound, so they'll be spilling over the sides. So I think that'll be a nice look. And besides, I've been nursing them for a couple weeks now. They got to get into a pot or the ground or something. So let's go. Additional materials I have are 3 stakes. And my soil mix will consist of Harvest Organics. It's really good. And then for drainage assistance, I'll use some perlite. And I have my compost in these big bags here. I've been using the entire season so far. First things first is the big boy. Being careful not to break the stem. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and tie it off right now so that it is stable throughout the planting process here. Get some tape. So I tie the material onto the stake first, and then I attach the plant. Let's do that twice, because this stem will grow very rapidly. And I'm not even gonna really tie it like tight. I'm just gonna make sure it's looped around the stem. Still give the stem plenty of room to grow. See that? You still wanna give the stem enough room to grow and expand. So don't make this loop too tight. All right, my camera went out because it's starting to get really hot. So check out the throat on this. It's getting a little windy too. Check out the throat on this wave petunia right here. It looks a little beat up. That's all right. I'm gonna trim it back. These spread. These get really massive, so it'll totally fill out the bottom of this pot. Let's stick it in there. So this is going to be a nice floral show here. Now that everything is planted, let's go ahead and top it off with some soil and water it in. So what I like to do with containers during planting is give it an initial watering, then come back and see where the soil has settled, where all the air pockets are, and then fill in the gaps. And then at that time, I will trim back these annuals.